Welcome, I'm your theloladass. So today I'm gonna bring you Scarlet Hollow episode 3. So if you remember, I played episode 1 that was free, and then episode 2 that when they released the early access, because don't forget this game is in early access because they're gonna release episodic through the early access because it's 7 episodes I think. They will release through the early access all the episodes, and when they release the last episode, the game will to full release because the game I think is developed only by 2 people. So it's a visual novel, or a visual novel, it's better to say like that. Episode 3, it was to be released, I think it was last year, but because of the pandemic, every game started to be delayed. So a super small indie team, of course it had to be delayed, but with that they could make the episode 3 bigger and work more on the game, because through episode 2 to episode 3 passed a long time, and they add a lot of things like to see you can see what were your choice on episode 1 and 2, like that you can remember your choice, so a good thing. And at the same time they could work more on the story for episode 3, and at the same time they explain what happened through like when they released episode 2 and when they start to episode 3, you can go on their Steam page to see what happened through that and how they gonna start now, how they gonna work for episode 4, what they gonna do. It's like they have in there explain what they gonna do, what they learn at the same time. The game is developed and published by Black Tabby Games. This game was received a lot of awards because of what they did. So let's start in here. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 3? Yes. Yes, please give full recap. Yes, but just a recap of episode 2. No, full recap. Because I still remember a little bit of the story. Because we are a person that someone of our family died. We are going to Scarlet Hollow, the city, and something weird starts to happen, and we start to see things and try to find what is happening on the city. So I want a full recap only to remember, because we found the long lost causing the bad news 26-hour bus ride with countless late night stops in city depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You won't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Paranoid Scarlet, your cousin mother, and your aunt, there you go, seemed like something you should ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family, because it's like a family that I think we didn't even knew nobody of that part of the family, because it's our family of the side of our mother. So this Tabitha, where we are living, this mansion or whatever it was, I don't remember, it states, "Welcome to our family humble estate. Like Tabitha didn't like us and was always say to come home at 8. It was like you couldn't be walking in this town at night. Due to current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I won't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out that you couldn't go to certain place on this estate." Like saying that something strange was in there. Like, As the log fell, the door moaned up, revealed the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. These Dustin afraid. I still remember this, that on the forest that we went with a friend because we start to make friends on the town, and this deer appeared, like it was so weird. Look at that shit on the deer. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen, that was a friend, whines and pulls at her harness. Paint, hot, decay. Ish, I still remember this. And then this guy, Duke, come on, you whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. I still remember This guy, I think he died, and that dog that is from Gretchen, but we can hear the dog talk. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against their harness. I think Gretchen is the dog that they're talking. I think it is. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder that was this creature. Look at that. God damn! Boom! Yeah, Duke dies because it's like you're gonna shoot the monster and poof, shots to himself. The Gretchen, that is the dog, so the other friend that had the dog, I don't remember the name, but we can hear the dog talk. Then the deputy, Stella, keep an eye of him for us, make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Then the mother of, I think it's the mother of this one, or it was the grandmother, that is Sibyl, that starts to say things that are happening, like you can see in here. My grandmother called them ditchlings, there you go, and they are terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Make yourself at home. That is to the dog. Tabitha, of course, they always talking bad to us. From now, you are back at state by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers because we passed the time with our friends. Avery, well, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder styles seem decent. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. Another friend that we had. The near is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Also, like the professor that will start to explain more and more what's happening. A video of you see Rosalina around town, that then we need to go to a cave on where is some construction sites to save his daughter, that was Rosalina. I don't want to be helicopter dead, but she hasn't been answering my texts and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Kanika. Hi Dr. Kelly, we're wondering if it will be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strange, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what we can manage right now anyways. I don't remember this part. Ooh, this part on the construction site that we see this, Wayne. Look at that. Stay home, wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. That was to this guy. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaacs and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. You are intrigued by some movement out of the corner of your eye that we are seeing. A girl carries a bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. That is that is the daughter of that professor. Kanika, that is our friend. She didn't. Stella. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine, that place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. There it is. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. But then starts to follow. Everything starts to fall. My dad says our house is haunted. Yeah, something happens in there, right? If I'm not mistaken, too. Getting visited by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a sec, where three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Because then the other three run to deeper on the mine and these two stay in there, like they didn't even care. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. Hey, are you alright, Lush? Because don't forget, you create your own character, right? Like your name, your attributes, if you don't remember. how the game works. Like you create your like the place that you live, your name, and the gender you want, and two characteristics that you want. There is a lot of characteristics that you can choose, and you choose two only. Still reach for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Lois, are you alright? Because these are our friends now. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them there. I know which way they were going. They will listen to this time, I promise. You could say if you want or not. Of course I say to go save them. Your surroundings quake as the man collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as car cuts along the darkened roads. I still remember everything of this yet. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in Shaw Mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond their control, terrified of what their now uncertain future will hold. Trapped by... now we wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dust windows of the state, the dull edge of last night's activities through in and out of Fox. You manage to survive second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grim of the shaman still stuck to your skin. So now we start the episode 3, because that was like I say, a full recap. That is episode 1 and 2. Of course, there is a lot of choice that you did, of course. Don't forget, because the game has multiple endings, if I'm not mistaken, but depends on your choice always. Okay. Take a shower, start your day without showering. No, take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Let me clean. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot wash down the drain you think about Rosalie's shattered leg and the image of a foot barely still attached to her body, no. Think about Duke and the image of him lying there, slumped against a tree with half his head blown off, no. Scrub furiously, try to scrap the memories from your skin as if they are part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sibyl's warning, the worst is yet to come, or think about Wayne and wonder how many times he watched you and say no. Let's think about this, the worst is yet to come. You think about Sibyl's warning, the worst is yet to come. Okay, you are done here. You are done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Okay, explore. Check on Dustin, look out the window, check the closet, mess your group chat with Stella and Kanika, text Stella. Now let's look out the window. You walk over to the window, fondly thinking about the pleasant view it provided you on Monday. It's the same view. Turn back. Check the closet. Look at that doll, that's so creepy in there. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It doesn't move it, right? So creepy, that doll in there. That's enough of this closet. Turn back to the restroom. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Can't wait to Ghostbusters tonight. I get to meet Riz today. Send a photo of painted old man. No. Morning, how are you guys holding up? I think it's the best one. It will probably be a bit before you get a response. Okay? Let's only how you save in here. Because how this work to start the episode 3 or the like you played episode 1 and you want to continue the all episodes, it's like you save and then you want to continue for all episodes, you load your save and that will start to episode 2, and same thing for the episode 3 and episode 4 is like you need when the episode is released you load your save and that will continue for next episode. You don't choose the episodes, it's like that, you need to load your save to continue for the other episodes always. Of course when they are released, episode 4 when it's released you only do that and it continues. Because if you start from episode 1 and episode 3 is already released, if you start from episode 1, that's gonna always continue. That's how it works. Okay, check on Dustin. It is. There are 2 of them now. Because Dustin was this one, now there are 2. And we talk with them because we can hear the one of the traits that I chose. Because like I said, there is a lot of traits to choose. One of them was to hear the animals talking. Talk to animals. It's better to say like that. And like that, I can talk with the dog, with every type of animal. I can talk. Because I think when I started the game, right, playthrough on episode 1 like that, I think the first thing that I thought was animals can know a lot of information, so why not? Morning Dust, who is your friend? Other night, can you console me? No, who is your friend? Her name Mom. She come to visit. It's the mom of Dustin. I'm Dustin Mom. Gotta say with Dustin until glass house empty. Dustin says you are not dangerous. Dustin is full. All humans dangerous. Mom, not understand Dustin. What happened to your glass house? As old Squatter move in, kicked. Squatter try to hit Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but Squatter not evil. It just tried to survive, just like all creature. Dustin still have much to learn. I had a rough night. Can you console me? Was it because of cat monster? Dustin was scared too. If cat monster want to hit Dustin, cat monster will have to go through Dustin Mom first. Dustin Mom will kill. Then Dustin and Mom hit like kings. This nature. Okay. I got to go. Bye. Okay. That's that. Can we text them? Because it's like I send a text group, right? But I think you can text them at the same time. How are you holding up? Now to Kanika, say think, because they are our friends. Yeah, because the dog Gretchen is the dog of Stella. I forgot about that. And Kanika is that has the mother or grandmother that say about that that the future is gonna be worse. You have done everything you want to up here. It's time to start your day. Of course, you don't need to do everything. You could go immediately downstairs. It's all about you. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of the various pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frog glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Frou. Well, woman, destroying, because we are now we are hearing what the cat says, because don't forget, Frou is the cat in here. Well, woman, destroying the natural aura of my kitchen. Tabitha gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Explore, talk to animals. Bonjour, Frou. Exfoliate, offer the red hair woman your boiled peanuts. Address the red woman hello, or I am theloladass. Because we have these peanuts, because on the, I think it was on the first episode that I got the peanuts, and we can always give someone. I think, we are having ice cream for breakfast, because it's to make joke of Tabitha. And updates on Rosalina. Hey Tabitha, how it's going? Hey cuz, how is it? Angry, steady sound. No. I think because we don't know this woman, so I'm gonna say I'm theloladass. Janie, good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or move anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie, it's so nice to finally meet you, theloladass. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie, But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. It's thanks, gemeenschaft. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha what with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha, am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. It's like we don't want to talk to animals because they can start to see like why you are talking to animals. Are you crazy? Right? But at the same time I want to say bonjour frou frou. Let's say bonjour frou frou. Huh? Bonjour, sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. Three humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stinks will linger here for hours. How am I supposed to bear it? I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they are people. To me, they kind of are. So if you don't notice, frou frou is French. It's like kind of weird. But see, like Tabitha immediately was like, why you're talking to a cat? But Janie enjoys that we do that. Let's try to offer some boiled peanuts. You allowed your boiled peanuts as offering to Janie. Thank you so much for the generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I will have to pass. I had a real bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of 70? Wait, let me think. 60? No, it was definitely 70. Anyways, my husband Tulip and I were on this road trip to Bowling Rock and Loladas. Where do you even get those things? Okay. Any updates on Rosalina? Any updates on Rosalina? Yeah, they had to take her food. Oof. You are lucky that wasn't you. What were you thinking going down there without me? Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible ends up happening. So you are coming with me. Okay, hold on. You can't just tell me Rosalie lost a foot and move on like nothing happened. They had to take that little girl foot. Jesus, Tabitha, you are not missing words. Straight smart, that is to lie. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. Gotta wrap up my morning routine. Yay, cozy bonding time. No, alright, let's go. But I haven't had breakfast. Okay, we have a lot to talk. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. Gotta wrap up my morning routine. I feel like shit from last night. I still have to wrap up my morning routine. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'll probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearrange anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Lolage, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just want to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They are such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Faye last night was a lot. You should get out of town. No. I would love to chat, but I would hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you got time. Sorry, I was so mean to you. No. I'm gonna say this. I love to chat, but I would like to interrupt your work. I'm in town for a few days, so if you got time. Of course, feel free to swing by the church any old time. Daniel and I are always there, except when I'm working, of course, but Daniel's usually there regardless. Alright, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two. So, Rosalina lost her foot. Jesus. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cars are unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we are just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What we are doing to general store? Picking up tea for Sibyl. Streets bar teas. Oh, I got you. Picking up tea. No. You drink tea or neat? What kind of tea? Okay, what kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sibyl makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is Scarlet. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. After everything that happened 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand, say nothing. No. I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. The mystery? What mystery? The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on. Is it more believed that the Shaw mine collapsed because of mysterious unseen force, or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mine that was unsuitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth that our world is ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You untap the turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay. Keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never will have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept thinking, I suppose to see her let loose like that. I'm glad she finally let you loose. Maybe her father will stop taking advantage of her. Poor Kanika, really going through it, huh? Yeah, I never see one opposite space like that. I think it's self to express yourself. Good for her, honestly. I'll be losing if Miles were my brother. I've ever told you that you scare me? No, I don't want to say that. I hope there weren't any customers there. No. Let's see. Street smart. I'm surprised to see her lose like that. I'm glad she's let maybe her family stop taking advantage of her. I don't want to say that. Poor Kanika really going through it, huh? I think it's self to express yourself. Yeah. Tap the eyes narrow as her gaze pierces through you. We are burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamed herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you are doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Lolage, if you like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Picking up some of Devil's lecture. Tabitha, is Kanika okay? No, is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday, of course. She will settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it okay. Because don't forget that this kid was there too. Sibyl motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Try and listen in. Let's see if you can hear something. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick, and you can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it, long, short notice. Aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. Your listening session is out as the tinkling of bells announce another pattern. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you are theloladass, aren't you? Bo. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh my god, it's the son of Duke. That guy that saw the monster and then fired to himself. Holy shit. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I could have saved him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it wasn't pretty sorry, Bo. It wasn't pretty sorry, Bo. Have they found his body yet? They seem to want to pin it on me. Folks don't seem to scared that your dad is dead, do they? No. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, gotta say this. Thank you, I appreciate you being honest with me. The policeman say he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I might as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? I think it was you were there, right? So there is misspelling there. You could tell me where to look so I can try and find him. Is Big Bad one of your sheep? It days up there. I won't go poking around. You should let the police handle it. If they haven't found him yet, there is probably nothing left to find. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. No, but nobody gonna believe about that. They are the things that have been stealing your chickens. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? You die on northeast edge of town. No, but I don't like... Have you seen anything strange on the farm past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy with everything that's still been happening. Damn chickens keep the pt2. Is Big Bat one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Bat is our prized pumpkin, okay? She was a big lady too. I would expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she roll off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet. What with everything else is going on? It's dangerous up there. I would go poking around. I ain't a stranger to what these hills have to offer. Daddy always said I would have nothing to fear so long as I learned how to use my fists, so he taught me how to do all that. Those woods might still get scary sometimes, but I reckon there is no better way to show my daddy I've learned those lessons than go out there and find him. Like, should I say that he was killed by ditchlings because they don't believe in that? I'm gonna say this. I gotta see if he reacts or not. I ain't never heard of ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find him. I can't tell where he is. It's not safe. He died on office. Should I say that he died in this? Or say it's not safe? No. I'm gonna say. He died on northeast edge of town, off the Asgina Trail. Thank you, Lodge. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere, all by his lonesome. Because he thinks he's still alive because he was killed by that ditchling. But then when the police arrived, no, the body wasn't there because the monsters, right, the ditchling, took out the body out of there. This is what they did. So they think he's still alive because they think that he's lost. The father of Bo is lost in the woods, but no, we know he's dead already. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sue are still in tea room. Your phone buzz. Oh my god. Hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, we'll honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. So now it's Kanika. Oh, hey again. If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. And that's that. You can't possibly get any more texts. Now Isaacs. This Isaacs from the mine. You gave me your phone number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Isaacs maybe knows something. So I think I go to Isaacs. You probably have time to sleep off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows that you are gone. You hold the bells on the door to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am, I don't have a lot of time. What do you want to tell me? Never mind, show it to come. No. Let's say, what do you want to tell me? Good, I don't have a lot of time either, especially to spend talking to you. I put two and two together. I know you are late to the boss, and the other guys are all real because the boss is Tabitha. They are talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they will think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him though. Anything you wanna know, just ask. What kind of action people are talking? Isaac glanced around nervously. They are talking about the strike, but you didn't hear it from me. Wayne's not missing, I keep running into him. Yeah, because Wayne is that guy that said to leave town. Wayne's not missing, I kept running into him. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? Where he's staying? Why he's hiding from everybody? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. No, because the guy died, but we are seeing him as a ghost. But the problem is that we don't understand that. He's all goopy now. I think there's something wrong with him. Did he have a condition of some kind of medical condition? I don't think he's alright. I guess it's possible not even know. Medical condition. No, he was fit as a fiddle, built like a brick house too. Okay. So up in the mines, find any weird stuff, uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? What was he like? Yeah. He was light-hearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with, not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shift once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yes, I do. That or maybe Pearline. I don't know what it will be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Pearline's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transport miner had gone missing. Did anyone think there might be a connection? Do you know Pearline died? What do you know about Pearline? Do you have any theories? No. What do you know about Pearline? Not much. I know she died in her sleep. It was all anyone could talk about until yesterday. Now we got new problems. Nobody has any time to worry about Wayne. Why would he be following me? Damn it if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you, so maybe he's trying to get to someone close to his ex. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by someone like her. This was all thanks. Because I know that he's dead. Wayne is dead. What we are seeing is a ghost, but of course we don't want to see that he's a ghost, of course. Isaac sighed, taking one last long drag of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you have told me, but I'm glad someone is looking into this. Seems like everyone else was perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tossed his cigarette butt. It goes without saying that you'd better not go telling anyone we talked, of course. If you see him or whoever it's pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, alright? Isaac heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. Text your cause. Yeah, but okay. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Knock on the door. You politely knock on Stella's door. There's no answer. You knock again, louder this time. Your shot is immediately met by the yelps of an excited Gretchen. He's here, Stella, he's here! An exhausted Stella groggling stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry, a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Yeah, but sometimes you can't go down. It's like it glitches out that you can't move, then the rest you can only see those on top. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs and biscuits, maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toasted waffles if that's more your speed. I may have already had my breakfast, but that won't stop me from partaking in whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course. Offering biscuits after I've done one of Winnie's. Someone got a secret family recipe. And pancakes, biscuits please. Can't go wrong with scramble. I don't suppose a tofu. Don't throw yourself, a tofu is fine by me. Can you pick something for me? I don't want to be burned off wheel. A lot of choice. Offering biscuits after I've done one of Winnie's. Someone got a secret family. Let's say this. Maybe. I never said that they will be good as Winnie's, but I certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. Okay. Alright then, let's see what you got. Biscuits it is. Excellent. You won't be disappointed. We can even make them together. Don't forget, Gretchen is the dog. The girl is Stella. I would love to have a jumpsuit just like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine has been torn to shreds from years of use. Alright, let's get started. That's a cute jumpsuit. Is the jumpsuit because we are ghost hunting later? Let's get started. Flirt. Let's flirt. That's a cute jumpsuit. It most certainly is, isn't it? Oh, thanks. I kinda picked it out just for you. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did the ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could lose a bit of bad luck. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. You'll have to tell me what to do. Will do. I'm sure you'll catch on in no time. Biscuits from scratch seem to intimidate a lot of people, but once you get it down, they are super quick and easy. How about you mix the butter into dry ingredients while I get everything else ready? She hands you a bowl. You gotta get in there with your hands. Just squish the butter into the floor, or how we say, until all the big chunks are gone. My hands, ugh, gross. Squish that mix now. What if I mess up? There are always toasted waffles, but I'll have faith in yourself. Besides, making breakfast together isn't really about the final product, it's about the bonding. Thought I would do hope it turns out okay. I've got quite a hankering for biscuits. Okay, squeeze that mix. You get to work and start kneading the mix. I'll get started on the gravy while you are at it. Anyway, seems like you got an early start than I did today. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? And have you heard anything from Oscar? I caught up with Isaac before coming here. It's like he said to talk with Isaac, so it's better not to say about that. I met Bo at general store this morning. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to sleep off while she was picking up tea. I haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they had to amputate Rosaline's foot. I don't want to say this. I'm gonna say that Tabitha was planning to babysit us. I'm glad you are here. Don't forget that we had a lot of choice to go to Kanika or general store. It depends on you. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the most of the day. I personally prefer that you came alone. My Stella could use a better couple like yourself in her life. Um so let's say this. No, I met Bo at general store this morning. It's bad to say about that too. That poor guy, how is he doing? Apparently Big Bat is gone missing. It seems like he's hanging there. The cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look himself. Yeah, let's say this. Gosh, that sounds dangerous. I hope he stays safe. Um, let's say about the Rosalina foot. The color drains from Stella's face. Oh no, that poor pup. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. Though cleansing his house of its spiritual resident will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans this evening. Tonight's and I'm actually pumped, but whatever happens I hope it's scary. I'm craving that adrenaline rush now. After everything we have to go through, I'm pretty nervous. No, otherwise we just do it now. I want. I'm actually pumped. Let's go. Excellent, me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there are more ghosts out there. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it will be a much appreciated brother. Unless you count Tommy Knockers as ghosts, or Wayne. Well, if y'all are excited, count me in on the enthusiasm. How's the squishy coming along? I think I'm done. How does this look? Messy but good. I feel messy but good. I think. Stella reaches over and takes the ball from you. Looks perfect. Now I just had to add the wet stuff and we are in business. Don't worry, I'll do the whole roll out and fold part. I know that might be intimidating. You wash your hands as Stella adds her milk concoction to the flour mixture, stirring a few times before turning to the counter for the final steps. Our little babies are ready to go into the oven. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while we wait. You eggs, gross now. Have fun with that. I will, thank you. Stella cracks an egg into a fresh pan and gets back to work on the stove. Thanks for coming over. By the way, it gets lonely here sometimes. I'm surprised to hear her say it, but it... Tabitha, do you think you always live here? What happened to your parents? You are connecting really close. Seems like you are connected don't hang out much anymore. So we are actually gonna meet Reese today, right? No, let's say you and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Tough again, better circumstances will be nice. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought of moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me, this town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to do. But I guess I could see myself living for the right reasons, or for the right person. So we're gonna meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us and friendship. Are you sure he's real? Do you think he's contagious? I really don't like his mom. His mom got... no. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him though. Do you think he's contagious? Nah, whatever is sick with us gotta just be Reese's thing. His mom isn't sick. And I've seen it a couple times in as many years. I'm totally fine. Okay. Return this, okay. If you are lonely, why not hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tavi. Even you don't seem like a stranger, what with who you are related to. Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accent, so I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it was. I should text them sometime. Tabitha. I'm sorry, Tabitha, kind of joke to you. Why do you still bother with Tabitha? She's so mean to you. Why do you keep harassing my? Why do you keep harassing my cause? It seems like she doesn't want you around. I gotta say this. I don't think that's true. She distant, sure, I'm kinda terse, but I think that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the old Barnett from the mine thing, she's so funny. I don't like that she treats you like that, it's so bad. I know you think it's fair, but I'm not so sure. She should just talk to you. I don't know, maybe you should just leave her alone now. She should talk to you. I know, I wish she would. But she cut herself off from the rest of the world. The best I can do is be there for her in case she ever changed her mind. So what exactly is your history with my cousin? Yeah, it's bad to ask that. Okay, I guess I can spill the beans. I suppose you could say we kind of dated, there you go. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything, honestly, that's a lot closer to you. So, do you still have feelings for her, so you play for left field then? What, you date my cousin? I knew it. What was it like dating her? What do you ever see in her? Why would you choose play it? Cool, no. You still have feelings for her. In case I haven't made it blindly obvious, I'm interested in someone else. What was it like dating her? She's hilarious, and I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. I like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she built up around herself. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big incident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. What happened to your parents? Skeletons. Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't end up going to college. Not much more to be said. Okay. Did you ever try to go back to school after that? That's why you have been so nervous around cars. I'm so sorry, Stella. So I brought it up. Let's talk about something else. Also full calming. A timer goes off and Stella pops open the oven, pulling out a tray of delectable biscuits. Funny you should ask. Looks like we are done here. And with that, breakfast is served. Look at the dog, Happy. Look at that. Look at that. It's like the artwork is very good, like the movements, everything. Like for only two people working, it's like amazing what they do. Like in terms of story, backstory at the same time to people to understand the artwork, everything like amazing. If the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, that meal smells absolutely delectable. Oh yeah, that's a fresh biscuit, alright. Still not as good as the diners, but if I could capture that kind of perfection, there would be no mountains left for me to conquer. Better to have the thrill of a challenge. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of hard time sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you are interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Major Jimmy Day. If they are even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Mayor, my rear end, I certainly never voted for him. Yeah, we can't say this. Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event to you? He's just a politician. Yeah, let's say this. You will see. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Biscuits? I can't believe Stella bring the good stuff for that low life. Guess it doesn't seem to like Mayor Jimmy very much, let's say that. Huh? Because she barked? Well, that won't stop me from bringing biscuits. It's always good to be polite. Let's go. You could see the dog, like watching Stella, like let's see if she gonna deliver the biscuits. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in a corner of the main foyer. Now we are just waiting on Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Lolas to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It will be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? Oh my god! He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's being elected to. And unless you are mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with curious intensity. What the hell? The mayor is a dog? What? What have you got? You got something wet and nutty. Okay, the boiled peanuts. You hold out your now boiled peanuts. The mayor nose twitch, eager at their strong odor, and then is on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir, drop it. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Thank you for the generous campaign donation. You'll better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. Why I never... Now you see what I mean. Not so much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we have met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Hey, are you Deputy Frank? Shake the paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mayor. Gretchen says you are low life. No, he's a dog. I knew you'll be a dog. No, let's shake his paw. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security tail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and the ear scratch allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interest at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. Franklin? Not when I'm off duty. The mayor scoffs. Off duty. The service you have for me are more important than your police work. You still haven't found Doug's body. What are you even doing here? Yeah. You still haven't found Doug's body. What are you doing here? Like I say, I'm off duty and I don't make a habit of discussing official police business with out-of-towners. And especially not with suspicious out-of-towners. No, let's hear this straight out. Tourism is part of this town lifeblood after all. Hey, theloladass hasn't done everything wrong. I was there. This discussion is over. Miss Richmond, unless you would like to be added to our suspicious person list as well. Now meet the mayor like a good citizen and move along. Mr. Mayor, there is something very serious in town. We need your help. We are doomed, aren't we? Okay, we are met. Let's go now. We go for this. That's some serious thing happening. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relate the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappears. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn, the tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? You care about tourists? Wait, how do you know what's going on? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in local animals. Are you going to just let it happen? No. He didn't say about that. You are very well spoken. I can see how you elected. People are watching. Don't be suspicious. Wait, how do you know what's going on? I'm the mayor. I keep up to date with what's going on among my constituents. And while it's unfortunate that there seems to be something amiss in Scarlet Hall, I'm a pillar of this community. I need to present myself as strong, calm and collected in the face of danger. Otherwise, it might cause a panic. And nobody wants that, right? I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it out for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hero citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there is no need. Scraps never will have let those things prowl the woods for so long. And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about the poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. Don't you dare talk to me about the old dogs. He's only a dog, it's not like he's a real power. She's a good point, Mr. Mayor. I guess every politician is corrupt and Carl, even the actual dogs. Stella, your dog is yelling at me, you know. Yeah, she's a good point. You are damn right I do. Scraps will have been out in those woods at first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creature dare threat the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen scrubs his Stella's arm, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. I say Major, but he's Mayor. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You are going to pull a muscle. Mr. Franke, I think now is a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Of course. Stella walks off and still struggles to old Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate, near to hell, you dog. Kaneki is quick to fall them. Because Gretchen, that's the dog, knows that Mayor Jimmy doesn't do nothing for the animals. He's like, oh, I'm a mayor, take photos of me. And Gretchen doesn't like that. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you are intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. So because I chose to be street smart, one of the traits, only to save in here, one of the traits that I chose was to be street smart. That's why it appears immediately here, me talking with street smart. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you are theloladass? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I thought Pearl is a better place. Sounds like she was awful. No. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl's in hell. Nope, I don't believe in afterlife. Oh, thank God I've been hoping Find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Gretch says she didn't vote for the mayor. No. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism. I know. Do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives who are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perlin, or perhaps your mother? No, Oscar plays his sound. I think we need an exorcist. Dang, I thought you might have some good stories. No, I mean real good stuff, scary stuff. No. Oscar plays his haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there is a perfect reasonable explanation for whatever it is so. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? No. There were ghosts in mines last night. There has been a lot of supernatural stuff happening in the past few days. You should come ghost hunting with us tonight. Then I prove it's not hunting. No. There's been a lot of supernatural stuff happening past few days. Really? Are you sure you weren't just seeing things? Trauma has funny ways of manifesting itself. I don't believe afterlife, no. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. Let's say this. The pastor goes quiet for a second, his face suddenly white as shit. His smile fades from as he stares at you intensely, studying your expression. You too? He glanced to either side before continuing. I thought I was the only one. Please come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we might have a lot to talk about. Whoa. So maybe he can hear animals too, so that's a good thing for us. He hurries off, suddenly quiet and serious. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Interesting, so to go to the church then. I heard from Olash what happened to Oscar. I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they have got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the old foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from these. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Where are you? Here for you, man. We are here for you, man. I should have done more for her. Yeah. No, you don't have to beat yourself over this. She's actually been talking about you all morning. She's really happy that you were able to help her and all her little friends. She keeps saying how much she wants to bake you a cake. Of course we need a real kitchen for that, not just a hot plate. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'll better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there will be some big bus accident on the highway and they needed the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar, we are here to help. Yeah, we are going to get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we are calling it while you are out, and she'll be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day, so any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'll have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times and I can't handle any more surprise right now. I got everything ghost hunting device known to mine. You're in good hands, Oscar. Dr. Ross will fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. I still don't think ghosts are real, no. I'm starting to get a cold feet, no. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then. Oscar is off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you are not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Jeez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyway, shall we? Time to go. So about Maino. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He won't stop leaving these little pamphlets at checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think it comes off as a little weird because he shares my gift. I think he just wants people to like him. No. Talk to animals. I can say this. Your gift? The one where I can talk to animals. He corroborated some of the things the mayor told me. Wait, really? Whoa. Okay, assuming for a minute that both you and Pastor Daniel have the magical power of speaking to animals, I don't think that's enough to explain how weird the guy is. For instance, I like you and I don't like the pastor. I wonder how many people out there share your gift. There are so many implications. I'm going to continue to pretend that Lola is just really good at reading animal body language. I don't think I can handle many more world-shattering revelations this week. So we reveal our power that we can talk with animals. Of course Stella believes, but Kanika still is like, Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? She doesn't want. Invite Tabitha ghost hunting secretly. Should we invite every ghost hunting? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I haven't thought of that. I'm sure they will get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. It won't be much help to ask if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on way over to Reese. Let's talk to Gretchen. So about the mayor. Right. Is he gonna help us? What was he like? He's corrupt, that dog cares more about tourism money than protect the town. I like the cut of his jeep. No. I'm not sure we can count on his support. You should vote for Scraps next election. That's who Gretchen supports. Yep. The Stray? Love that guy. He just seems a little less mayoral than Jimmy, but if he's got Gretchen's support. I've always liked Scraps. Gretchen got good tastes. Okay. Okay, add to Reese. Because we don't want to invite Tabitha because Tabitha doesn't believe in this ghost and she has some. She's like Stella says, she's like disconnected from the world because she's always working on the mines. That's the issue. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We are a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you are hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Here comes Reese. Hey, Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be theloladass, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the theloladass updates. My goodness gracious, there's something that smells terrible off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiends. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? Comes Dr. Kelly. I knew you'll show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog, great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's got into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats, you know. I always have some of those Easy Shield dogs jerky stashed away. The gall, the gumption, this is a violation of my rights. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanik never tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster Lodge, you hear? You don't let a thread of harm fall on my darling Stella. Well, what about you, Lodge? Are you coming in? Gretchen call you a monster with area the oh no, I'm not gonna say that. Oh sure, I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I'm gonna say this. No clue, she's always made a fuss around me. Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come in, let's get this over with. You follow Reese on Dr. Kelly's side. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. Why Gretchen doesn't like Reese? It say that he stinks like some monster. Can it be a monster disguised as a human? Can it be? The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortable, tidy to the point where you are nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought diner, roast baking in the oven, and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'll be half convinced you'll wander into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the diner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't serious considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raised a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the key too. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we are here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Scarlet canvas line its edge, while trash and sketch leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Gaulish face coat walls in paint, nearing out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Okay. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison? No. Your mom really looks out of you. Kanik is right. Your mom is scary. So, as Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days, your situation got a bit rough, sorry. What are you sick with? Your art, that's what movie collection you got any Rex. So if we go way back, huh? If you need someone to pose your pet this week, what? Want to come Gaston? You know, let's so if we go way back, huh? Almost to the home. The school here is tiny, K-12, not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We are lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and we are stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edge, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'll think I roll in something fall every morning before school. Same here, thought to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. Uh, so I still thought about everything that's happened the past of couple of days. Oh, she told me all about what you guys have fun out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know, he gestures in full futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out of these nights? The dog is keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That dice already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchling we have been seeing? Do you think the town is doomed? What do you think of my cousin? Ditchlings. Yeah, they have been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have now. I've been sketching them actually. Tell me what you think. There you go. Okay, so he's not a monster. That shows that he's not a monster. Okay. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they have been lurking around here, Tom? I don't know, but I like the company. They are kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Maybe these ditchlings, they smell people that they are sick, and they go to them like the deer. You saw that it had that problem in the throat, and they attacked to that. Maybe Duke was sick too, and that's why they attack. Maybe they can smell people that are sick. Maybe. You think town is doomed, or what do you think? What do you think going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Lodge around being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all sakes. Okay. Do you think town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapsing? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the dog didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I'll totally tell you if there was a riot. Will Dr. Kelly tell you though? I mean, yeah, I will hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. Okay? Your mom is scary. Your whole situation got to be rough, sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Ha, you are so macabre, Rhys. You make it sound like you have been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down, my skin always itches like are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I've left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unset. Dang, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thank guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my heart. I'm doing fine, really. Sure, there must be something doctors can do for you. True, we all joined the worms one day. We have just got to make the best of what you got. What your diagnosis? I don't mind, though the answer isn't very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad, some of it is just weird, like this. Chris pulls on the skin of his arm, it stretched unnaturally. Elasticity, kinda cool, right? Whoa! Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Can it be like the monsters can put something in the body of the people and then start to make people get disease, right? Like getting like how he is, like all skinny, like that. Then he dies and the monster comes back in human form. Can it be like that? Let's see. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'll be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it will be great to have you along. That will be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week, it sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. So I think his disease is that's why the doctors don't know what he has on his body, because like I think he has some issue with the ditchlings. They implemented something in him, and it's like it's happening something in his body. Then the ditchlings come on his body, or like how I can say, he dies and the ditchling born, right? The skin of the guy gets out and they born through there. Can be like that. Is what I think. Okay, let's see this. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we are dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing you can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know we'll visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergy and intolerance. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could lead to a lot of misery for me, so she has to regulate my food. Interesting. Your art. Slap these bad boys on a mug, you could make a buck or two, no? Is exquisite, Ecotech, it's him, there's surely a lot of it. On a mug, you could make a buck or two. Can't say that. That's what I've been telling him. If you post this online somewhere, you could get a big man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. The art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions of them. I will be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist? That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. Okay. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, his mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Because the other questions weren't like very good, like we could to pose for him to draw us, so it was like I know. Make sure you wash up your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. It's so weird, he has a issue that nobody knows, Reese. And then Kelly, Dr. Kelly is better to say like that, is so hygienic, we need to clean our hands with soap. She's always talking about weird stuff, so weird. Maybe she knows something about the disease of Reese, but she doesn't want to tell anybody. Sure thing, Doc. Already washed them? No. Yes, ma'am. My hands are already clean. No. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you accidentally wander into the hospital waiting room. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Okay, let me save. Because we passed through a lot, because a lot of talking. So you can only open the door, look at that. Open door, open door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, she slapped us. What the hell? Just cleaning the doorknob. There's something compelling about this door. I need to see what's behind the door. Just cleaning the doorknob. Dr. Kelly narrows her eyes with suspicion. Worry less about cleaning my doorknobs and more about cleaning your hands. Come on, everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. Okay. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Look at that. Like the artwork, look at that. Amazing. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti and a light salad. Kanika answers, picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother preached on the shed next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. Dr. Kelly sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouette against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Who is using our street smart, giving her potatoes toward Reese, you find it odd that he is seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He opened and swallowed them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home cooked pasta sauce, No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was pausing her kid for 18 years. There you go. About Reese, small talk, the danger. About Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? What exactly does he have? It must break your heart having to isolate yourself from the world. Do you think Reese might feel bad if you got to see people more often? Why are you so hell-bent on keeping your son from seeing his friends? He's talented, so you must be very proud of him. Okay, so let's start with what exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic disease that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'll have to explain. It's not good dinner talk. It can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'll rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension of at the table start to rise, okay? Do you think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. I'm his doctor, I'm his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay, as okay as I usually do, so still kinda shitty. But I don't think having people over has been a rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with your friends again. If you are still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with. Oh, jeez, Ganik, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we are totally respect of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They are not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catch up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I will regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. Okay, look at these talent artists. He has a lot of skill, honor through parties and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his piece, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Okay, return. The danger. You are a doctor. Where were you last night when Rosalina got hurt? I'm a doctor, not an EMT. But once she's back in town, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. She won't be the first amputee I've treated, so at least I have some experience. The poor kid. It's gonna be a tough adjustment. I just hope I can be helpful to her. Poor Rosalina. I think she'll be just fine. Oscar says she seems irritated. Pain meds will do that. The more you talk, the less you feel like you are having a conversation. And the more you feel like you are treading on eggshells. Have the police a contact about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, still found it. Is she any airless creatures scurrying around the woods? Has anyone coming suffering from hallucinations? Sick animals lately? Strange illness spreading on town? Do you know Sam Wayne? Yeah, let's go this. Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following loladass around. Super mysterious guy. We have a reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. It definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone's harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Okay? Hallucinations. I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. Are you sure? Not even a little bit? It could help our investigation into the strange goings on. It's not like you have to name names. Investigation? Into what? The mine collapse? I think this is the best left to professionals, Stella, not someone who runs around in the hoods with camcorder. Judging by the police response so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggle to explain. Maybe if we knew if there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as a gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. The chance that you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as the tragic accident it was, not like some kind of mystery to unravel. Okay. Sick animals. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? There you go. Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You say it had lumps, like the deer. It had lumps on the neck. Sure, it had lumps, but I assume it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Those that sound like ditchlings are not farm animals safe from their devious clutch. Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something puppeting inside one of Doug's chickens. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease on. I will leave these discoveries to someone else. The tension at the dinner table reached at breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Loladas is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure you'll be okay. You are always overestimating how much you are able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh, Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes narrow on her son. Reese? Reese Abud pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. So he starts to suffer. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But you can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his mother and his doctor. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you will do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I don't know something is up here. Don't you think we don't know something is up here? We have stuff to do anyway. It seemed fine before dinner. Sorry, we'll get out of the way. I'm gonna say this. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. But you couldn't see that door. Dr. Cal shuts the door in your face. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try to break into the clinic. Did all of you get the impression that Dr. Cal is afraid of Reese? I go for the first one. To tell because we felt something in that door. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of that ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we have been dealing with though. I mean, I don't know, a lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That will be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it will give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You are not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on bad vibe Lola's got. These two that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese. She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotected, she would have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Rich should be afraid of his mom. I think we are both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quiet building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella is right, maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Because we have Street Smart, you can't help but feel like you are about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone joining you, trying to figure out if you'll make it to the end. Who are you kidding? Harder doesn't matter. Stella Koenig is probably the final girl. What if the ghost isn't a person but a spectre of a mayor past? Oscar House is right next to the town hall. Do your paws extend to the undeads? Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library, it's against the rules. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 main. Hey, you are just in time. Rosaline is situated in the back room. Alex is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. How love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side non-stop. She's been a real good friend. Rosaline and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back at home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded, got my EMV reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UAV light, video cameras, salt, flashlight for everybody in case the ghost mess with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing, match and candles for rituals. And you got your spectre sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any near duel we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they are toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Well, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. You just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I go back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Comes Avery. Hey, hope I'm not late. Have I missed any creep paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer an hand or two. Glad there will be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an AMV reader? I never see one in person. Look at that, look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parallel microphone, you already covered all your base. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level ahead as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw ghosts, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. and that mine only collapsed again after 100 years while you all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. This old town is one big supernova death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird, I don't know what we saw. There's nothing in this play about mine collapsing, no. Can't say this old town is big supernatural death trap. I swear, it's not usual like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time, just not this week apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shutters, storefronts and jagged residents. Maybe this place has been metaphorical death trap for a long time and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. The leaves are really pretty this time of year though. They sure are, see? Zane, yo, don't rush off ghost busting without saying, no way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. My oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creature lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Hey human, kick ghost ass, okay? I miss special tree. That is Pixel the cat, there it is. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella carefully stashed bug out bags before heading towards the junction connection Oscar house and library. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You are not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi Zane. What's up? Yo, Rosalina. Rosalina, what the hell? You are seriously injured. Let her come with us. It's her house too. Yeah. Yes, I agree. It's best to give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Yeah, I've done enough resting. And it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you are more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The doctor did say I should encourage you to practice walking. Okay, you can come along. But if you get tired or if it starts to hurt, you let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I will set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifests. I wonder if the ghost will even show with these many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it sound like... It sure did, I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I got to snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't even scary. Wait, Jose, if the ghost must manifest in your room, shouldn't we have seen it? Yeah, let's say this. I've only seen the stain. That made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before you set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it, I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I will be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. I don't want to lie, I feel a princess. Come on ghost, let's lead some real action. I'm scared to sleep. Alright gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up. Maybe it's just try. Oscar, are you sure there's a real ghost? No. No, great, we have found a ghost close enough. I gotta say split. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that will go. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us all to discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are you going to get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that won't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I would rather not take a chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Whoa, you have never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost real as you freaked out. Okay. Also takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa! This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. You mean this massive blood stain? It stings to high heaven. Really, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature. Then your computer is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just staying dead. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. If you are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guests. Let's save a little bit, because we had a lot of talk. Okay, but we can feel the presence, we can feel something in here. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. No. I think you are focused too much on cleaning the stain and not enough what's made of which blood. No. I will try tearing up the carpet. It's probably just a root. Are you sure you scrub it out? Ghost blood. I will try tearing up the carpet. In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I would rather scrub ghost blood out the carpet every day than have the government takes me to court for destroying their property. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage. I'm sure the government will rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus there might be something right under there in blood. Only one way to be sure. Scarlet starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh dear. You are doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Whoa! It's a basement. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here, of course. A hatch? Nope. We are going down. We are going down there, right? We are not going down there. No. We are going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there is no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about the basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no reading store. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. You all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved calc around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red as dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood, human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We are not leaving until we have explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Whoa! Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Whoa, that sound is kinda creep. Like, my god. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you are in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello, is anybody there? There is no reply. Call somebody. Stella. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Tabitha? I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything? Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor, long-suffering cousin. Playing some creepy old-time radio clip over the phone. Did Kanika put it up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. Isaacs? You decided to call Isaacs. After all, you do have his number. Why not use it? Hello? Do you figure out what happened to Way? Who the hell is Eddie? Alright, this is really creepy. What are you do? Who is Eddie? Who is Eddie? Kalkanika. Eddie. It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the other end and then a dial tone. See, who is Eddie? Call the cops. Hello, what's your... Hello? Is this a kind of prank? Frankly, come listen to this. Is that some kind of old-time radio show, but it's just repeating the same phrase over and over? Someone trying to creep us out. Now, hold on just a minute. Ain't this area code from Portugal? I'll be damned. Listen here, loladass, because I put Portugal, the country that I was, Portugal. We know that's you. You got some nerve calling me with a juvenile prank like this. Definitely creepy enough. Eddie, repeated like that. Do we know any Eddies? Just hang up, Ugby. Gotta keep this line clear for real callers. We'll deal with all us later. So, everyone we call, like for Kanika and Stella, it was only Eddie, and we hear something violent. But for the others, they talk to you, they know it's you, but at the same time, they hear Eddie. Interesting. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't get you anywhere. Hustle in the room. What I just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in hustle in the room. You head further into the house. What the fuck is this? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. What the fuck? Movement stirs as a few cloaking shadows rise to attention. Bark, bark, oof, bark. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? I thought Oscar said the cauldron. No, is this ghost hunter usual like now? Huh? Do you say Eddie? Again, Eddie. No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not child anymore. Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you are caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Stella, very Stella. Does it am I supposed to have memorized lines or stuff, you know? Yes, I did. Oh my, I won't want to cross father. I shall be away at once. Arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Eastern Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have the responsibility, Charlie. I'm more important than your responsibilities, no. Can you still talk to me? No. I know you still love me. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Let her go, Spirit. Let her go, please. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You are alone again in this strange garden. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. Bells ring as a cacophony rage outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figure unseen bang against it. The shaded figure room, the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. What the fuck is happening? Now it's Rosalina. Junior, pack your things, quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too, making it up of the whole family. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I going to get jump scared? You kids should have just stayed on the library. I can't believe I'm gonna have to rescue again, no. Wait, are there multiple goals? Turn around and leave. Play along. Okay, I'll pack real goods. Okay. Please, he's our only child. We'll live peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy wasn't there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Why aren't you possessing me like everyone else? I don't even live here. These old things are. I hate it here. You are talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago. If you're going to mean about it, no. I'm gonna say this about 100 years ago. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as far for you, lady, what makes you think you are going to be keeping any of those valuables you are packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Was your street smart? Maybe the spec is trying to tell you something about the collapse. Maybe what happened 100 years ago wasn't as clear cut as people love you think. Are you trying to tell me something about the collapse? Was Shaw not responsible for what happened? Yeah, I think I got it for this. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you will have learned a thing or two about respect your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I called the shots. Now get out, unless you wanna go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dress. You are lucky. I'm even letting you leave. Address child. I'm not supposed to be you. I want to go. I just want to get out of here. Play along. Don't talk to her like that. I don't want to leave. This is my home. Address shadow. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie, you can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him, shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alex and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. Oh, it's Wayne. There you are. This is quite a maze, isn't it? And absolute crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Run or talk. Let's try to talk with him. Nope, not you again. Hey man, what's up? How do you get down here? I follow you in. I'm never very far behind. As you approach, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Step into the white void, ready to the black voids. Step into the white void. You walk past him and into the white voids. You are outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the patent sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tiny. Everything feels rough and wrong, like you are listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You have fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Want to get out? Who are you supposed to be? These scenes are all scattered. If you are trying to scare me, it's not okay. Fine, I'll watch another little play. Listen to the figure. Damn, all you know I have thought. Okay, no. Oh, we can play along. Yes. They don't need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. Your secret. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what they did to the two of you young guns. Shall we, sweethearts? Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Young gun, how old are you supposed to be? So Edwardine and Charlie, the plot figures. That's all I want. Actually, I want is to get out. No. So Edward and Charlie. I'm sure by now you have realized the young lady doesn't plan on living with you, but it's not for lack of desire as well, you know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, he's all over her will make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be true of you? Enoch is one of my ancestors, right? The last room. That's what happened to your parents, isn't it? Play along. Why would I want to be like my parents? What do you even know about my parents? Yes. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can go both free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step a foot outside the holler. Kaneki mimes handing you something. Though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Okay, street smart. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive. Was that misfortune and stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? Oh, an item to quest for when I got out of here, no. Breaking of bonds, acquire map, sounds like a quest. Thank you, I shall do as you say. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, then read what I've written down and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It will have to try harder. Talk. Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? Yeah, Sam Wayne. The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust, and then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. Alright, you did. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm not worried about myself, I'm worried about my friends. I don't need you to follow me, I can take care of myself. No, about my friends. The people you only met 2 days ago, I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. It's not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. Okay, continue forward. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. The fuck? Once again you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A few rides to a dasher block your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'll say it now. The fuck is this, man? As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over deathbed, hospitalized in its center, looking pitiful small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away, and sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Jeez, that was disgusting. So you must be Charles Shaw, so it must be the ghost dead. Oscar, I'm sorry, play along. It's okay, I forgive you. It'll all be over soon. No, I'll forgive you. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. There's Enoch again. So you say Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse. You are right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug in his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroy our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is clear. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is not my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't be the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing this question to pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably won't be around. Is that why you're getting close with Edward in the garden? Play along. I don't know. Maybe you are the murderer. It seems to me like you killed yourself. But alright, Dad. I won't let you down. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar Boy sees and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of these? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Talk. 2. We keep being separated, but I have a feeling it will be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Are my friends dead? They are alive. I'm not sure if they will stay that way. I guess I'll see you when I see you. It shouldn't be hard to find you again. You move back to the bed too quietly, leave through the old Oscar left behind and crawl through. You find yourself pressed uncomfortable against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall and the bars of the prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you have got sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. We'll get you out somehow, Avery, I promise you. Okay, who are you supposed to be? I would like to see the old man try. Thanks for pointers, strange new friends. No, who are you supposed to be? No, not one of our brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw. Wayne, where are you? Is this what in the Forbidden Wing? Holy shit, has my family been keeping people blocked? I too hate Scarlet, except for lovely Edward. Please do tell me of their secrets and lies. Charles was my father. I'm Charlie. No, to tell us. A marriage generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit, and how will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? So Charlie and Eddie got together at some point after he came back. Wait, I'm gonna be a daddy now. So Charlie and Eddie got together at some point after he came back. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside, you'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. What is this place? There's really something like this in this state. Does Tabitha know about it? Yeah, let's see this. That's not what I invite you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely want to offer a warning. Leave town now. You can't tell me what to do. I've been trying to. I'm stuck here same as you. I wish I could. No, why should I leave? You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I'll lose my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I'm guessing Charlotte doesn't do that. I'll kill to go to beach right now with my son. Why should I trust you? Yeah. You have been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. What the fuck? Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. I promise we'll figure out to free you soon, Stella. No. Are witch real? Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, I'm so happy to see you. I'll listen to whatever I done well, please. No, are witch real? How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Talk. Alright, spill it. Tell me everything you know about whatever just happened. A conversation was had, information was shared. The wording is a little off, but memory tends to do that. I get the feeling we are nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. What the hell is happening? When it disappears into the dark corridor, you follow close behind. Like, I understand that these are the spirits that are using our friends to talk to us. I understand that. And they are talking about the backstory of Scarlet Hollow. Why Scarlet Hollow is cursed. But I think it's kind of confused to understand very well for now. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room. At the same time, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Yup. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we are kids now. No more puppets. This one has to creep. Is she doing a baby voice? It's a gift, take it. Okay, you got a good point. No puppet for you then. It's a gift, take it. Just let the scene play out. There is no use trying to communicate, whether with the resonant or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voice. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. I'm just talking because I'm scared though. If you are nearing the end of things, do we have a plan yet? You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I want to consult my friend in case she can hear me. I'm not in play along. I'm not in for it the money. These wooden dolls are mere stepping stone for real deal people. That's the plan. Maybe you can come with me and we can both our things. No. You're gonna say this. You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. You can't tell me. You can't tell me, is what it does. Such fighting spirit. Please, don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show, and you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back whenever this was and tell them everything I know. Again, the beach. Again with the beach. Those in the hills always seem to yearn for the flat expanse and salty air. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashed to the thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another world. What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit, this creepy shit. A single spotlight remains, illuminated trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel the show from behind and a tumble through the arch. What the fuck is that? Okay, so we saw a symbol. Okay. So we are seeing that Charlie had a map to find something that he digged, that it was on that arch. Or no, or maybe put in there on the arch. That thing that he found. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. Okay, so Charlie got a map and found that thing. He was talking to Eddie, that is this girl, saying that there is hope. Whatever is that Enoch did, we can undo it. So Enoch did something bad to the town, and Charlie and Eddie were trying to find a way to cleanse the town. But it seems that Eddie had other thoughts, because you can see it had something in the back. We can be happy to get. He pushed through the arch. Eddie? Buh. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. But why? So they want to undo it, what Enoch wanted to, what Enoch did. But why then Eddie killed Charlie? When he's gone once again, there's nothing here but you and the howling voids. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha, the one you want. I haven't stepped a foot in this town before a couple days ago. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. Yes, no. I'm sorry you died. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. I'm sorry you died. You must answer for the crimes committed by your Scarlet bloods. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. And what happens if I refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I'll have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at least. How much shorter will be my life be? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you like, you will die. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. A smell eats you. That now familiar wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out of for long. It seems you have exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Loladass. It's desperate. But it has no power over you. There is no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken conscience. Leave it to the faster. But I can't just leave the ghost there. What about my friend? What happened to them if I just leave? Where will Oscar and Rosalie live if the ghost stays? Sacrifice years of your life. What about my friends? They are already left. They are not a factor in this. But I can't leave the ghost here. You can. Where will Oscar Rosalie live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. Oh, a choice. Sacrifice years of your life or leave. So we see that our blood, the Scarlet blood, because it seems that we have the Scarlet blood, but we can see that they did bad things in the town, and now the ghost is trying to it's hard to explain correctly, but it seems that they want us to die because it's what they are waiting. It seems that's why our mother died, our aunt died, and now we came and we are another Scarlet blood. It's what it is. So maybe I'm gonna sacrifice years of our life. Screw you, Wayne. If you are telling me to leave, then I know what I have to do. It's too late. I already made up my mind. I have a responsibility here. I have a responsibility in here. Stop! Don't do this. Wayne is cut off as you are brought face to face with the resonance. Silence. Okay. Because I give some years of my life. Because there is a ghost in there. And I want Rosalina and Oscar to live in peace, like Rosalina can sleep in her bedroom and not sleep in a place like beds. So we saw that Charlie was killed by Eddie, but they want to undo what Enoch did, but Eddie killed in that hatch Charlie, and he was on the black. So Eddie, what I think is Eddie was a Scarlet too, and now giving our ears. We are taking out the ghost of Charlie from that house. It seems, right? You can see that now he's seeing the light. He's not anymore on the shadow. He's free. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing on all sides, cold and growing tight by the second as the sun settles. Let me only save in one, like that. Claw your way out. Your arms steer at the earth until they break through into the air. Look behind you. As you gasped from breath, you took a look into the pit behind. There it is, Charlie. Because he digged, right? We know that he digged and he saw that thing on Dutch. He digged because the map that they had that showed there was something in Dutch that was that symbol. And they found it. And like that they said they could undo what Enoch did. But then Eddie, the girl, right? That is called Edwardine. She was Scarlet blood. So she killed Charlie, was this guy in here, and Charlie, like it say, he was always on the shadows. He only get out from the shadows if the Scarlet blood will give some of the years. So we are the next in line. We have the Scarlet blood in us. So we gave our some of the years of our life, like that. Charlie can get out of this place, right? Go to the lights. And like that, it appears the ghost in this town. So what I think is because our mother and then aunt died, they died so young, right, like early, because they were doing the same things that we are doing now, that they were seeing ghosts, like they were saying that passing some time there wasn't existing nothing bad in the town, and now we arrived. Weird shit is happening in town. So what I think is that every time some of our family that has Scarlet blood comes to town, things happen and then they die because they are sacrificing years of their life to these ghosts to disappear. Is what I'm thinking. As you guys for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up to you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You are only to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. What a foolish thing to give up so much of yourself and for something so meaningless. Have you no sense of self-preservation? There is genuine anger in his voice. It's the first time he shows any emotion and it chills you. You reach for something to say in response, but you are still delirious from what happened and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. So we saw the past of the past of Charlie and Edwardine. It was hard to understand a little bit because you were like kids, adults. It was weird to understand, but in the end you understand everything because it shows. Okay, so in this place it was the ghost of Charlie. It was. Okay. You reach for something to say response, but you are still delirious. Okay. Look what it's done to you. There you are. Oh, you poor. Sybil paused mid-sentence as she notes Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. Make sure nothing else happens to him, or there will be hell to pay. Whoa. Sybil can see Wayne? Huh. He practically eats the words. You quite walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You are outside. It's real this time. I'm gonna piece out back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you have run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there. Kanika came to get me right away. I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you early in the night. I had no idea what you were all planning to do. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things are being strange around town, sweetie. Now, not the time to be poking around in supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But Magic isn't. God, that hurt. Everything is so. Can you stop mid-sentence? As she realized what's happened to you. Oh my God, Lola, you poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm not gonna be hurt for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl lost a leg. She needs a real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you have seen, are you really so sure you have that much of grasp on the real and unreal? Lola, did you? Yeah, it's over. I'm sorry I could help. All that matters is Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. It's better to be over because I feel aged at least a decade. How will you see what to my face? I gave up early years of my life for you to live there. I hope it's worth it. No, I'm gonna say that. Not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I'm so happy I could help. I can't believe you are being so gracious right now. If I would have known what will happen to you, I wouldn't have let tonight happen. I'm so sorry. So it's true then. That ghost really took away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price, and those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. You know, Loladas, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe it isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It would be a normal reaction from anyone else who has just seen a ghost, but this Stella we are talking about. Hey Stella, you okay? Hey Stella, want to hang out with the rest of the class? Go talk to Stella. Go talk to Stella. You walk over to Stella. I never see anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful, and I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey Loladas. You okay? I'm here if you need me. There was another of those carving in there. So I guess ghosts actually real, huh? Your channel is got a while now. I'm sorry I could get you there sooner. You seem so shocked. I'm here if you need me. I'm so sorry, Loladas. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. I start to think Stella might be off a flack. I guess she'll eat a little. She'll be fine. No. Should we go after her? She did seem okay. Stella. And you don't need to be rushing anywhere. Same goes for you, Kanika. We don't want the call of yours to get any worse. What says there? Not found. Something happened in there. We don't want the call of yours to get any worse. There was another carving there. I spent all time with Wayne there. Were you all conscious the whole time? What was it like being puppet? Do any of you know who we're supposed to be? No. There was another carving there. It's pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that have been happening. Yeah, I go for this. Yeah, I wonder. One is coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights. And if you and Stella are right, and there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There will be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I let this happen? You could not know what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took seriously enough. I spent a lot of time with Wayne there. You're right, you should have stopped us now. Gonna say I spent all the time with Wayne there. Yeah, I noticed it. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He seemed to know something about whoever Avery was playing. He was furious with me for getting rid of the ghosts. He crushed the thing under his boot. It was pretty scary, no. No, but he gives me really bad vibes. I don't know. I think he's harmless, no. He seemed to know whoever Avery was playing. Really? That's super weird and super interesting. Why would he know anything about things that happened here over 80 years ago? Wasn't he a drifter? There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Olash for details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, still. You actually warn us. You're right. You shall stop. No. Gonna say you couldn't know. You couldn't know what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have gone. No. Don't blame yourself. I'll see it before. I should have known it could get worse. I should have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you have both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Were you all conscious the whole time? Everyone glanced at each other, though none of them technically gave any of their ears away. You can see how exhausted they are, all unsettled. Yeah, it was awful, kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wait, he's been following Lolash around. What did he say to you? Like I said, not so long, just stay away, all of you. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. How was it like being puppeted? They all glanced away. It hurts. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I them. Dad, this might be overwhelming pain and exhausted talk, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burning my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you have been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will, thank you, all of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well, you need to get some rest. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Loladas. I'll see you tomorrow. If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah, I don't know, I'm stuck here, aren't I? No. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika really treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you up there. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. See who lives on you and catch up to her daughter. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that specialty. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen will be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just two of us now. So you have no idea who you were. I could roughly place most of others. Now, what do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So let's go for this. So you have no idea who you were? I could hopefully place most of the others. No whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlet. I wonder what your father was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. So you don't regret coming along tonight? I can't believe you are the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was our experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? So how traumatized are you right now? A very chuckles then grabs at her ribs, wincing. Honestly, I'm pretty alright. Trauma like this is pretty rad. Way better than the normal kinds. I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set it. Which reminds me, I'll better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Ivy heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the States. Your cousin was a desired thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Okay, go back to the States. You once again find yourself on the long trek back up to the estate. You can't help but focus on how awful your body feels. Maybe the walk will do you good. Maybe you'll start getting used to the change and they won't feel as bad as in the morning as they do now. Let Molly save. But that was a choice, to give ears or not. It depends on you. You can say to leave, and like that the ghost stays in that house, but I prefer to Rosalind have her house back. Let's stop here for a bit. I have to imagine you need a moment to rest. We don't have to stop, America. I thought we're fine. There's ditching everywhere. Sybil, what happened to me? Yeah, let's say this. Well, look like you have aged at least a decade. Everything in this world has a price. The consequences of the pact you made tonight are just more noticeable than most people are used to deal with. For the record, I think you made the right decision. I wish your cousin had been. Besides, I think we both know what kind of person she is. She probably will have found a very compelling reason not to make that choice. Edward didn't kill Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Yep, let's see this. Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you have to find them yourself. Your head starts swimming as exhaustion starts to overpower you. You are in no state to have this sort of conversation. You poor dear, let's just focus on walking for a little bit and then we can talk some more. You and Sybil silently walk deeper into the woods. You are getting close to the estate. You can see the ditchlings in here. See it? This should be a good enough resting spot. There is ditchlings everywhere. Are you a witch? When didn't want me make a deal with that ghost? You was so angry when I did it. There was a stone carving of a goat head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night. A sack of arms in chains. Both of them gave me visions. See what is Wayne? Why can't I just go home, like to my real home? No, let's go for this. The stone carving. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea tomorrow. See if you can piece things together. I won't talk about this now. You just believe in me? Tia sounds no. No, I won't talk this now. Be patient, Loladas. It takes time for the mind to process these things, and yours is shattered by what you have been through tonight. It will be far more productive to have this chat after you have the chance to get some rest. Okay? Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. No, dear. Though some might call me one, I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Are you lying to me? Yeah, that's a silly question. Look, after tonight I know that magic is real. Do you do magic or not? Yeah, let's go for this. What is magic anyways? I just know some trade secrets pass along the family line. But it's no different than the child of a mechanic knowing what to do with an engine, or the child of carpenter knowing how to build a makeshift chair. Your vision blurs as you try to form words. Are alright? We don't have much further to go. Let's get back on the trail. You and still trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourself on the outskirts of the state. I'm looking forward to continue our chat tomorrow, once we have some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there is only... Get a good night rest, Loladas. You have earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Okay, enter the estate. You open the door to the estate as quiet as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously passing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. I see you finally decide to drag your sorry ass back here. And you look like hell warmed over. What did you do to yourself? I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you don't care how your actions affect me. Clearly you don't care about your actions affect yourself. What happened out there? I lost years of my life to a young ghost of our family wronged. I gave her my life to our family wronged again. Tabitha, I need to talk about you some stuff. Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Let's go for this. As the words leave your mouth, your body shivers with age and hesitation. The stress of talking to your cousin about tonight's events is on the cusp of overwhelming. Whatever you have to say, it's best to say it quick. What is it then? What happened to you? I gave up. As the words leave your mouth, your body shivers at hesitation. You did what? No, it's not a prank. You heard me years of my life. It was the only way to satisfy him. It was the only way to make him leave. It should have been you. Yeah, it feels more worse. It should have been you. It shouldn't have to be anyone. Why would you give up something like that? It sounds like Wayne right now. You don't understand. That ghost was torturing people. It was torturing Stella. It was the right thing to do. I could leave Oscar homeless. No, I gotta say, like Wayne. You didn't want me to do this either. You was there tonight too? Great. You can't keep this conversation much longer. This day has taken too much of a toll on you and you need to rest. Are you okay? You are not looking too good. So do you know him? What is he? He seems like a nice guy. He's stalking me. No, so you don't know him. Did I ever say I didn't? He's a creep from a bad time in my life. And I do my best not to think about him, which has become an increasingly difficult task. He's stalking me. I'm glad you see it that way. He's a creep, and if he tries to talk you to again, you should walk away. You can't keep this conversation much longer. The day has taken too much toll. You need to rest. You can find these weird stores carving and have fishes around them. Yup, let's say that. There was one in the mines last night and another in Oscar house. Visions? Have you been having seizures? God, please stop running off on your own to a place I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. Who put them in there? What if they are what's making out of this supernatural stuff happen? They have been telling me a lot about our family. I think we have done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. No, let's go for this. We haven't done anything. Even if our family has done terrible things, and that's a big if, they were done in different times by different people. Stop guilting yourself over it. The only thing you should be guilting yourself over is how you have been treating me. Let's see more. No, let's say this one. What if they are what's making all of this supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second that there is something supernatural happening in town and that these storms are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also I got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They are probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist. Okay? I think I should go to a doctor. I'll be passing out and vision hallucinations. This could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives, and if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment will be a good idea. Maybe she can figure out what happened to make you look like that, all grey and tired. Maybe you are vitamin deficient and just need to eat some celery. I don't know. I guess I could have stocked up on vegetables for you. Oh well, I'm sure she can sort it out. Okay, leave it at that. Okay, this is a thing. That's pretty much of it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. Okay, let's save, because we had a lot of conversation. But she knows Wayne. Tabitha knows Wayne. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you are just there, buried under your family musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you have first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr., Jesus Christ, has been put to rest at it. Maybe it will be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will be aged just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still capsize the ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will get worse from here. This is the end of episode 3. Thank you so much for playing. We hope to have episode 4 released before the end of the year. So they are saying that they hope to release the episode 4 at the end of the year. It will be good to remember the story, because I have to be sincere. The story and the game are very, very good. Yes, it's a visual novel. When I say the game, is the artwork, the story, and the choice that you have. They are very, very good. The problem was the episode 1 and 2 to do the third passed too much time, that it was hard to remember very well all the details that I did. It was very hard to remember, but I had some idea of certain choice that I did, and kind of a sense of the story. But in this one, we have a lot of answers to our family. That is like, we see that our family, right, was doing bad things, and we got some answers about what was the ghost on the house of Oscar and Rosalina. That we saw that it was the ghost of Charlie. The problem is, who buried those stones, right? Who buried those stones? Because we found on the mines, and now on the house of Oscar and Rosalina. But who are putting those stones? It was our family that put that to prevent something, or to make Scarlet family, right, the bloodline of Scarlet, to be rich. Because like it said, our family, right, Scarlet family, are an empire, a coal empire. So meaning that we were rich. That's why we have an estate. But who buried those stones, and why they buried those stones? That's a question that we still didn't have an answer, because we asked to Tabitha and she doesn't know nothing. But at least we got some answers that our family, it wasn't a good family, because we saw that Edwardina killed Charlie because he found that stone. But now I hope on episode 4, because it's like the game is 7 episodes that they're gonna have. So we're gonna have to get a lot of answers, and it's gonna be it's 7 episodes because it's from Monday to Sunday, because we need to wait for the bus to come to get out of Scarlet Hollow. So we gotta get a lot of answers, but it's like we lost a lot of years because you can sacrifice the years of yourself or you could live. That is one of the choice. I prefer to sacrifice like that. Oscar and Rosalina had a home to live. Of course, it's gonna affect us. We are getting older, and right, it's like we don't have a lot of to live now. But it's like I hope during this rest of the episodes they explain more backstory of our family, of our family, the Scarlet family, and at the same time explain the backstory of those stones to the players to understand what they are. If they were only meant to make the people from the Scarlet bloodline always rich, or is to prevent curse, or whatever it is. Because we arrive and shit things happened. But why it happened? And who is Wayne, right? Who is Wayne? Because he didn't want us to sacrifice years of our life. But why? So it's like there is a lot of questions yet to be answered. I hope during these episodes that gonna be released yet, they answer those questions. Who were our family, right? The Scarlet family. Who were they? Were they witches? Who are those ditchlings? Who is Wayne? What are those stones? I hope they explain all of these questions, because we need to how I can say, we need answers is what it is. We need answers, and if you don't obtain answers, you stay like what it means, what happened to Scarlet Hall, why we arrive and these things are happening, right? Because we need answers to these things. And at the same time, why Stella run away? Like we say that to Stella that she can count on us, and why she ran away? Who is Sybil? Because is she someone that knows something? Because we asked if she knows something, or is she a witch, and she says that she doesn't. She isn't a witch. She doesn't know magic, but at the same time she can see Wayne. So there's a lot of questions in the game that this episode brought that we need to be we need to know. Of course, it's 7 episodes. They can put in each episode more answers in there, but the story starts to grow, because in the beginning, the first episode and 2, it was like, okay, knowing about Scarlet Hall, the village, like the town, it's better to say like that, to know who is Tabitha, to know what happened to our aunt, that was the last person to die, to know people, right? Kanika, Sybil, Stella, Gretchen, that is the dog. So we have that on episode 2, was about the mine. That was the first time that we saw something happening, right? We saw Wayne, we saw that rock, we saw that shit things are happening on Scarlet Hollow. And on episode 3, we have an answer. We see a ghost for first time, and we see some answer about our family, that our family was doing something bad on the past time. But now we have more questions that need to be answered on the future episodes. But overall, it's a good episode, and it's a good game to play, because I like it. The issue was the time that passed between the episode 2 to the 3rd, because it exists in a pandemic, right? It appeared in a pandemic, and the 3rd episode was delayed because of that. I hope the episode 4, like they say in here, they hope to have the episode 4 released before the end of the year. I hope they can do like that. The players can remember very well the story, because even they have a recap, right? There is a recap. The recap explains a little bit about your choice, okay, but doesn't explain very well. You are like, okay, I understand what happening there, I remember that, but it takes some time to remember, so you can't be lost in there. But I hope now they release the episodes by year, like episode 4, the third episode came out, now they hope to have the episode 4 end of the year, and I hope they release on the end of the year, and then I hope what I hope is that they release per year 2 episodes, like that players never forget about the story. Of course, if something happened to developers or to the world, we need to understand that the episodes needs to be delayed. But overall, I like these episodes. So if you like to continue with this world state in episode 4, please save your game now. That's a good thing that they say this to save the game, because when the episode 4 comes, you load the game and you continue for episode 4, because this is how it works. If you buy now the game, you do all the episodes until the episode 4. You do the third episode and then ends in here. But if you already played the other episodes, the first 2 episodes, and you want to play the third, you need to lower your save, and that that continues to the third episode. So it's gonna be always like that. You need to lower it. So do not delete the game or your saves. Do not delete. Okay. Continue. So here showing you develop the game, the art, everything. Very good. Got it was kind of more scarier, like what the fuck is happening in there. But overall a good episode, because like they say that they because of the time that they had, they improved more the game and the episode and the third episode to be better, right? In terms of artwork, it was better. The animations, right, when they are cooking and like that, amazing. Like it has movement now, the artwork at the same time, very good. The story gets strong to us, like the choice at the same time that you have, very good. It's a shame that we need to wait some time to the next episode, but at the same time I understand. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the playthrough of the episode 3 of Scarlet Hollow. If you want to play Scarlet Hollow, you can buy it on Steam. It's already available. It's in early access, of course. You buy the Scarlet Hollow early access, and you receive all the episodes and the future episodes that are gonna be released. It's all free. You don't need to buy the next episodes, nothing. It's free. So it's like you need only to wait that the next episodes are released. The game, you do play it on the game. The episode is in there. You only need to load your save and you continue with the next episode. It's always like that. I recommend to buy if you like visual novels. I recommend to buy. You're gonna have good time with the game. It's amazing story. The artwork is amazing. If you're not a fan of visual novel, I will say give it a try, because the game is not expensive. It's still in early access. You can buy it. And then you will receive next episodes for free. It's worth. I will say buy it because it's worth the game. So hope you guys enjoy and see you guys next time.